What up, y'all? How you doing? How you feeling? Miro Whistlow here in the house, Two Boss Podcast. So, are you thinking about traveling? The question is, do we go or do we not? Stay tuned and we will answer that later this episode. But first, this show is brought to you by PodRiver Media. That's right, podriver.com. Catch your podcast in the stream. The available shows on our network are currently Two Boss Podcast, which you already know what that's about. Local Level, which is interviewing all types of local entrepreneurship stories that need to be heard throughout Chicagoland. The Mac and Black Sports Show, which is a nationwide sports show for fanatics, where they pretty much talk about anything and everything. You name it. There's a sport out there that you think that doesn't exist, or we think it doesn't exist, tell us about it. We'll talk about it. We'll find a way. Trust me, these guys know everything. And last but not least, Chow Time. Stay tuned. It will be released soon. It's a biker travel food show. It's going to be off the damn fashizi. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. You could tell I'm tired. This episode is recorded late night. This is late night. I'm about to be traveling, leaving. Got a flight at 6 a.m., aka have to be up at 4 a.m. And I'm recording this thing already past midnight. So whatever I'm saying this episode, definitely it's one of those that you wanna listen to, because chances are I'm gonna say something good, something very valuable, yet something very unvaluable too. And you won't know what it is or what I might possibly say until you sit there and listen to this whole episode. Well, anyway, thank you all so much. Love you all. Thanks so much for tuning in, being here. Check us out on iTunes, Spotify, you name it. If you can, leave us a review, subscribe on YouTube. But yes, back to the question. Should you be traveling right now? Should you not be? I mean, that's something, um, especially being in a business. Like for me, for example, with Hodgepodge, my eco-friendly junk removal, moving, decluttering company in Chicagoland, I don't really have to travel yet. We're strictly based in Chicagoland. I have almost no need to travel except when it comes to conferences or anytime I want to go to different places to advance myself, maybe possibly meet some customers or investors, but we're not really there yet. So I don't have to worry about it as much. Am I traveling for boss to boss? Yes, I am. I'm actually traveling again in a week. This mini trip is actually with my fiance, but I'm traveling again in a week, going to PodFest. Shout out to anybody going to PodFest in Orlando. Definitely going to be the place to be for podcasters. So if you do go out there, be sure to contact me. Let me know. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram. Just check me out on my site, boss2boss.com. There's a contact me thing, link below. So scroll down, contact me, let me know where you're at. But yeah, definitely would love to meet up. But yeah, I guess I do travel. I do. And it's kind of scary. I'm about to leave for a flight tomorrow and another one the following week. And then I have a bachelor party like a month after that. And probably the honeymoon. Who knows what else between afterwards? That's it's a lot of travel. And only one out of the next four is business related. Sometimes I know some people that literally travel every other day, once a week. Some go for like 2 days and come back, and then they'll go for 2 days again and come back all the time. And right now it's like a scary time, right? I don't even need to mention, what I'm talking about. It's all in the news. It's the virus, the scares. I mean, do you believe that? Do you not? Are you tweaking about it? Do you get into the hype? It's a little bit of everything, right? I mean, at the end of the day, if you're listening to this episode in the future and you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? I mean, look it up, check out the dates. It is probably, this episode will be released Thursday, February 27th. So at this point, you probably listen to this episode and you're like, what the hell? This guy was so wrong, or this guy was tweaking out for nothing. Well, no, I'm trying to stay calm. I mean, to be honest, while I wear a mask, like a face mask thing, dust mask, as I go to the airport? Yes. Yeah, I will. For the first time in my life, I will. Only reason is because my podcasting partner here, Steve Wiley, you might have heard of him before, is a tweak, and he told me shit's going down. I better not even fly or go anywhere. So, all right, I'll wear a mask. And I was actually at the hospital like a week ago to get some blood work, do like my annual checkup. It's actually the first time I went in like almost 3 years because I was living on the edge with no insurance when I left my previous life, my accounting world life, and started a business, which is a whole cool other story on its own. But yeah, I went there, and what do you know? First time I returned back to like a doctor's office, people were coughing, sneezing. Boom, 2 days later, I'm sick, and you might even hear it in my voice. I'm still getting over it. It's like day 6 at this point. So maybe at the same time, I'm doing good. I don't want to spread other germs or diseases or whatever to other people. So I think it's something like that. If you want to be courteous to others, which you should be, put a mask on. Nowadays, I'm actually hearing you can give others masks. Like that's a very, very nice thing to do. Like pay it forward. They're struggling, you're struggling. Like why get everybody else sick? No matter what it is, doesn't matter if it's a virus or if it's which one it is, how bad it is. We don't want it. You don't want it. Like it's not fun. It's not fun. I know, because I was just struggling for a while. I was kind of stuck in my house because I couldn't do too much, and it sucks. Like it sucks. You're not rusting, because your rusting is like, get me out of here. I could barely breathe. It feels like, someone's forcing um like knives up my nose because that's how much it hurts to breathe. That's not fun. But here we are in the business world, business life, and we do need to travel. So I'm actually curious, if you're hanging it up right now, if you're taking a break, is your company taking a break? Contact us. Go on our Facebook group. We're curious. We're curious to know. It's a definitely an interesting time, interesting topic. And if you're listening to this in the future, you're probably laughing at us, or you're like, man, this guy was stupid. um Either way, but yeah, kind of back. I haven't really done an episode like this. I've done a lot of more insightful, more tutorial slash teaching episodes lately, and it's been a lot of fun. Been giving a lot of tips and tricks on how to do stuff, such as how to do how to prepare for an interview, how to network at events, how to hire employees, pros and cons of Yelp, etc. How to do you give business and gifts and business? Do they collide? Do they not? But today I wanted to kind of talk about current events, what's happening, and update all you on hodgepodge and this business world here, with the podcasting. And I haven't really done that. It's been like a couple of months almost, it feels like. And with hodgepodge, I wanted to say that things are finally starting to look a little clear. It takes a little while to get here, and I don't want to say we're there yet at all, but slowly people are starting to see the bigger picture. We're starting to kind of get systems in place. Customers are calling again. Prices are starting to be accepted, and expected. Employees and management and workers, sort of are getting in with the flow. Things are going well. I don't want to jinx it. Obviously, anytime change happens, we have to adjust and learn and grow with it. Though, and I don't think we're I don't want to get like say that we're complacent either, that we're just calm at where we're at and we're just going to stay here. We're not, but things are finally kind of starting to grow, because the first couple years, especially, you're just throwing darts constantly, like throwing darts at which part of the city you want to work in and do jobs in. Do you charge this amount? Do you charge this amount? Do you hire this type of these type of employees or these type of employees? There's so many darts that are thrown in the first couple of years. I think that's a great way to put it. When you start up a business or anything you go full in on at first, you're throwing darts. You are, because unless you are strictly doing what somebody else already is doing, which unless that market is so unsaturated and it's like this is the greatest opportunity ever. Or yeah, maybe you went the franchising route, and then that, there usually is more of a script, a way to follow things because it's already a established business. But if you're going into something new, something you're trying to make different, especially with my company that I helped found, we are making changes. We are making some new things in the industry that other people aren't doing with the repurposing, recycling, donating, being a trendsetter with that aspect. There was a lot of new things, a lot of things we had to play around with, and we still are playing around with. And that's kind of fun because eventually you kind of realize, oh, that thing we wasted thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on is finally starting to work. That one program that was like our bread and butter, our baby for the first 3 years, we're actually going to start, phasing it out because we're moving on to a bigger and better program that's going to meet our needs that the past three programs combined couldn't do. So it's a beautiful time. It's doesn't mean it's completely beautiful because I don't want to sugarcoat anything. It's still hard, and there's constantly ups and downs. It's just newer, bigger, higher level problems. I think naturally I'm just getting used to the fact that there always will be issues and problems. So with that, you start to cope better, you start to delegate more, you start to meditate more. I've been doing a lot of yoga, a lot more breathing, stopping in the middle of the day. I was recently getting interviewed and I mentioned how there were moments when I actually had to pull off the road and do some deep breathing, like at a parking lot or on the side of the street somewhere, because I had to ground myself, calm my head, calm my nerves from going all over the place. I think it's so important. And as you are in that leadership role for a while, naturally these things just start coming to you and they start making sense, and you start realizing that if you don't take care of yourself and your health, nothing else will be able to go on. Because if you're not healthy, if you're not fully there, how in the world can others depend on you? You know, just think about that. And that's kind of my quick little update on Hodgepodge. We're still in the slower season, but spring cleaning is just around the corner, so I'm excited. Things are about to blow up here, so stay put, stay put. I'll definitely keep you guys posted on where things go and how much we grow, and what kind of issues we run into, because we always will, and it's just part of the game. But it's about how you learn and how you adjust and how you keep the roller coaster going up, 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 up. And back to the podcasting world, PodRiver. I kind of talked about that already in the beginning, but yes, we do have a fourth show coming. Chow time. There might be a couple more in the works if you are ever interested in possibly getting some podcasting coaching tutorial being hosted by us, produced. Hit us up, podriver.com, podriver.com. Catch your podcast in the stream. That's There's a lot going on there as well. As you can see, we're offering a lot more. We're getting a lot more exposure. 3 of the shows that are officially fully released and out have all gotten ranked at some point or another in the top, I want to say like top 120, give or take around there. I think a local level made it to like 124, 125. And then both Boss to Boss and Mac and Black made it to the top 20. So yeah, we're doing something right, and I want to keep doing it right, and that is only possible with all of you tuning in and listening. So thank you so much. Please let me know if you like the content, topic episodes more, or if you like me kind of just catching you up on what's happening with the world and current news where it relates to business and the everyday struggles. Maybe I should do an episode of each, right? A week or every other week. Either way, yeah, I'm curious. Hit me up, contact us, let us know, drop us a review. Thanks so much for tuning in, all of you. Safe travels if you go anywhere. If you don't, keep crushing the rest of your week. Talk to you soon. Peace.
That is all for this episode of Boss to Boss. Your next step is to visit bossedtoboss.com, where you will find proven techniques followed by professionals to help you make that next step. Again, that is boss2boss.com. And remember, the time is now.